can't seem to find any other thing again. Tenalytics is a actually leading educational technology company. We provide specialized training in training people, everyday people like yourself, like myself, in technological skills. And also, we also provide comprehensive data consulting services. And we've been in this space for a long time now. And as a matter of fact, we've been in this space for over 5 years, whereby we've been able to help people transition into tech and land their first job. And when I'm talking about people, we're able to help over 3,000 people transition and land their first job in tech. Now, this is Tenalytics. Now, when it comes to myself, the person that's speaking, my name is Prince Ade Akoni, and I have a wealth of experience in data analytics, business intelligence, forecasting analysis, business development. I've been in this space for a very long time and I've done a whole lot of things. But that's not the reason why I'm actually here today. The reason why I'm here is because over the years, what I've been in this space, I've been able to help over 500 people that have absolutely no experience at all in tech. I've been able to help these people transition into tech and land their first job in tech. I've worked in finance, I've worked in logistics, I've worked in FMCG retail, I've worked in health space, I've also worked in educational technology. So I'm bringing this my wealth of experience into today's session, and you have every opportunity to ask me whatever question that is bothering you, whatever question that you feel will have a negative impact in your guide to land those things that you're looking out for. Now, you see that my colleague in the chat box, for everybody joining this session for the first time, you see that my colleague are dropping an attendance form in the chat box. My colleague is Elijah. So what you want to do is this particular session is recorded. We just started recording it. You will get this recorded video shared to your email. The material I will also be using today, you also get that shared to your email, but you need to complete the attendance form so that when we are done, you will get this shared to your email. And when you get it easily, you can come over here and click on this place to apply to, click on this place to connect with me on LinkedIn. I'll be looking forward to everybody's connection on LinkedIn so that we can even take our conversations way more out of this place, all right? So that when you need those information, when you need that guide, I will be there to be able to provide those guides for you. Okay, so make sure you complete the attendance form. It's currently being shared in the chat box. Complete that and make sure that you will be able to get this slide by the time we're done. Okay. So looking at what we're talking about today, the first thing is I'll be talking for about 30 to 45 minutes, guiding us as to how we can leverage our past experience. What are the things we should be looking out for in our experience? What are those things? And how can we leverage on what we currently have to get those things we're looking to achieve? So I'll be showing you how to find those jobs that match your past experience. What are they? How can you find them? I'll show you those things. I'll also show you how to identify things that people looking out to hire you, your employer is looking to hire you. What are they really looking to hire for? Then I'll also show you how to position yourself in such a situation whereby you have the skill, you have the experience. How do you position yourself to make sure that anybody that sees you knows exactly what you stand for and be able to offer value to whatever thing you have? Then by the time I'm done, we'll have an opportunity to get a fantastic Q&A. So everybody now have been able to tell me everything that they've been through, the experience. By the time I'm done explaining some critical things, you will now be able to actually now ask some questions, probably maybe something I've talked about, and also get a little bit of career guidance and career mentorship. So sit back, relax, complete the attendance form. And if you have any question while I'm talking, please just note it down. When I'm done talking, everybody will have the opportunity to ask their questions and get a clear guide on how best to move forward. Okay? So 100%, let's dive into what we're talking about today. Now, when it comes to transitioning into tech, a lot of people do get it wrong. And what do I really mean by that? Most people just feel, oh, so now tech is everything. I'm hearing tech, 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 AI, AI, AI. Tech is people in tech are making money, whatever. They feel, okay. So the next thing they see is, I want to get into tech. What exactly do you want to get into tech for? What part of tech do you want to get into? Because tech is pretty everywhere. There is absolutely no job that is existing today that you can leverage tech to make it more efficient. So, which exactly can you get into? So, what we did at Tenalytics was before we even say we have any programs we offer, what we did was we went ahead to look at all the major job boards. I'm talking about Indeed, Glassdoor, Monster Job, JobRite, Google Jobs, all of them for one single purpose. We were looking to identify roles that a lot of organizations are looking to hire for. Roles that a lot of organizations are hiring for, we find those things, those roles, then we gather them, we scrape them. When we scrape them, we need to do our analysis, our findings, our own research, and we start to do our analysis. Our analysis was based on three major criteria. The first one is the ease of learning, meaning what are those roles that definitely a lot of organizations are looking to hire for, but most importantly, anybody can learn such thing. That's the first criteria. The second criteria is how easy is it for somebody that doesn't have a background in this space to actually transition into this new role? Then the last one, definitely something that's going to command a fantastic salary. After these three major criteria or three major analysis, we were able to arrive at these 10 different programs that you see we have. We have the DevOps engineering, we have the business analyst, we have the cybersecurity, we have data engineer, we have data scientist, we have data analyst, project managers, product design, financial analyst, and HR analyst. So what this is telling us is if anybody goes through any of these 10 programs, you will be able to easily learn it. You'll be able to easily transition, and definitely it's going to give you a high reward and salary. We have that validation. But then something peaked like, okay, so if we're able to confirm or validate this, what about some sense of job security? Everybody is saying about, oh, AI is taking over your job, AI is doing this, AI is doing that. What about everybody that's looking to get into this role? They wake up and say, oh, I don't have a job anymore, or AI is taking over my job. Or you get to your office and your people in the office say they don't need your services anymore. How can we prevent such from happening? The only way we can answer that is to seek an external validation. And the external validation is actually from the World Economic Forum. From the World Economic Forum. And that particular report is the Future of Job report. Now, that report, what they told us was mind-blowing. This report was released February 2025. And what these reports told us was between 2025 to 2030, a total of 170 million jobs will be created. New jobs will be created. And at the same time, while 170 million jobs are being created, 92 million jobs will disappear, meaning 92 million jobs that is currently existing will stop existing. Now, between the ones that will be created and the ones that will disappear, there's some big boys in the middle, the ones that will never be touched. So we need to ask for the questions. What are the jobs that will be created? And what are the ones that are stable? The furthermore showed us the report. And this particular report, like I said, is showing us the growth and the decline of jobs. So it's showing us the growth and the decline of jobs between 2025 to 2030. Now, what is simply showing us is you see the career path that you can see on the right side of my screen. If you find yourself or you find your career in this right side of the screen, whatever you want to do, you want to run away because according to the World Economic Forum, this career path that you can see on the right of on my screen, these are career paths that a lot of organizations are not really looking to hire for. You might have a job right now, but the demand between now and 2030, there's a big guarantee that there's going to be a big decline. Okay, so whatever you want to do, you want to make sure that you pivot, you run away, you jump, you fly, whatever you want to do from this right part of the screen to the left side of the screen. Because if you look at the jobs on the left side of the screen, according to the World Economic Forum, these are jobs that are really, really doing fantastically well and are growing in demand. The first one on that list is the big data specialist. Everybody is saying about AI. I believe there's nobody on this call that have not heard about AI. Now, you see those AI that we are all talking about, that we are all leveraging. Everybody knows now, everybody knows what ChatGPT is. That ChatGPT that you're using all the time, that you're interacting with, that your interaction, when you send it to ChatGPT, is reading it in form of data. The result is given back to you was being fetched from another data bank. So imagine how fast data is going back and forth. That is why you will see that the number one highest in-demand job right now, globally, between now and 2030, is anybody that has the capacity to work with or work in spaces like this. And that number one on the list is big data specialists. A big data specialist will normally be a data engineer, people that migrate information, that create pipelines for information to flow from one place to the other. A big data specialist can always be somebody like a data scientist, whereby they're able to help a machine model learn and understand whatever ABC we're sending to them. A big data specialist sometimes can also be a data analyst. So what this is telling you is if you're looking to pivot, you want to look at something in this line. And it's not limiting to that. This list is quite long. I can tell you that 100% because if you look at the number one is data engineers. Then number two you're seeing popping up is data analyst and data scientist. Number three on this list, you will see AI and machine learning specialist. That will make you understand how important the world we are in today and how data is the backbone of any organization. Any organization looking to grow, there is no way they are pushing away data because data is the only way for you to scale. Data tells you everything you need to know about your business. It tells you everything you need to know about your growth, and it tells you everything you need to know about how to scale that particular business. Now, if you look at the number two on the list, you have, or you will see fintech engineers. Fintech engineer is number two on the list. And suddenly, you cannot see it in our top 10 program. Why is fintech engineer not there? If the World Economic Forum is saying, oh, it's the second highest in demand job. And it's quite simple. To become a fintech engineer is not something you wake up and you become like that. I remember the three major criteria, the ease of learning, the ease of transitioning, and a high reward and salary. The fintech engineer only meets one of those three categories or those three measures, which is the high rewarding salary. It is not so easy to learn, neither is it so easy for you to transition into. And we are very, very big on those three major criteria. Ease of learning, anybody can learn it. Anybody can transition, doesn't matter your career path. And number three is the high rewarding salary. So what you have on this particular report is quite robust. It's quite a lot. So make sure you complete the attendance form because you get this and you have ability to go through it, digest it 100%. You have a lot of them. You have the cybersecurity where you have the IoT specialist, Internet of Things specialist. You have the information security experts. You have the process analyst, which are the process automation specialists, which are the business analyst. You have a product design, which is UX UX design, which is somebody I think I was, according to my note, I think that would be Kume. Kume is a UI UX designer that is currently applying to job and is getting ghosted. The reason, I will tell you why. Okay. So it's not like your job is not in demand. No, because you actually do offer it. We have product design. But why are you getting ghosted? I will walk you through some of the mistakes I believe you're making. Then you also have DevOps engineering. So these are the roles that, and like I said, you have a lot of them, a whole lot of them. You have the data analyst, again, the data engineers, agile project managers, business analysts, and so many more. So make sure that when you get this slide, you go through it yourself, you digest it, and you can even also come over here, come to this link over here, click on it, and it will take you to the Future of Job Report, and you'll be able to read the whole publication from the World Economic Forum. Okay. Now, I want us to get very interactive again. Like I said, this is going to be a very interactive session. It's not going to be like a session where I'll just be telling you. No, it's going to be a very interactive session. And what I need you to do is you can either drop it in the chat box or you can unmute your mic and speak. But when you are being asked, what do you think employers want from you? What do you think it is? What do you think anybody looking to hire you? What do you think they want from you? I want everybody to just drop what they think in the chat box. So what do you think an employer wants from you? Or you can unmute your mic and speak.
I think they want experience and skill. Paul.
Experience and skill. Fantastic. Any other person? Any other person want to give it a go? What do you think employers want from you? To be productive. Fantastic. Employers want you to be productive. All right. Any other person? What do you think employer want from you? Like I said, this session is going to be very interactive. It's going to be very, 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 very. I'm going to call names. Do you want me to call names? Okay. All right. So I believe you don't want to talk. Okay, no problem. We'll get into it. All right. So when we are talking about employers wanting something from you, employers actually want two things from you. Two, what you can add, meaning what you can bring to the organization. What value do you have? Fantastic, Juliet. Now, I will tell you for free, value for money and efficiency. That's coming from Joshua. Fantastic. Value for money and efficiency. So how do you pose yourself as somebody that will have value for whatever resources the organization is burning on you? How do you position yourself like that? And it sums it up. When anybody is looking to hire you, they are looking out for two major things: your skill and your experience. So everything everybody said, you're actually correct. Because when they're actually looking to hire you, they want to know what skill do you have and what experience do you have. And when it comes to tech, tech is a very, very high intensive industry that is very big on your technical know-how. Nobody's looking out for you have 10 years of experience and all you can show for it is a certificate. Nobody cares about that. If you have 10 years of experience and you're showing a certificate and somebody is coming with 1 year of experience with experience, that 1 year will get the job and you will not get the job. Because when it comes to tech, it is always you leveraging technology, your experience, your skill around the technology to solve a problem. Because whatever you do within the tech space, you are always solving a problem. So if you don't have the competence, and for you to build a competence, this is going to be your skill and your experience. These are the things that will be your competence that will now pose as a value that when organization is spending resources on you, you'll be able to have that value that they're looking at for. When you're looking to add value to the organization, it's because you have the experience. You've done something like that before. You have the experience on how to get things done. These are the things that any organization looking to hire you, these are the things they look out for. And over the years, we've had people from different background that doesn't have anything to do with tech at all, transition into tech. Abigail, the lady you can see, as a matter of fact, everybody you can see on my screen, they all have experience in the care space. Abigail, the lady you can see on the far left, she is a Nigerian, located from Nigeria, from the northern part of Nigeria to Canada. She went into the care space, but she needed to do more. Mark the word care space, meaning she didn't do any other technical thing. She was working in local government back in Nigeria, nothing relating to tech at all. She went through, she relocated to Canada, went into care space. She worked there for about 1 year. Then while she was working, she went through business analysis program with Tenalytics. And by the time she was done with the program, she was able to secure herself a job as a senior business service and data analytics consultant with the government of Alberta. Now, if you look at the real picture here, 9 years of experience in local government in Nigeria, 1 year in care in Canada, then the next one is getting a job as a senior business analyst with the government of Alberta. How exactly did she achieve that? The process, which I will share more light in. Same thing with Judith. Judith worked also in the care space. Judith is currently in currently in Canada. Sorry, I'm used to US, Canada, so that's why you keep coming into my mouth. Juliet is, yeah, she's currently in UK, Huddersfield, UK, but working fully remotely for a company in US as a business analyst. This is somebody that have absolutely no other experience except from customer service, then moving into care, learning business analysis, and getting a job as a business analyst with a company in US fully remotely. Same thing with Sharon. She also have that experience and working fantastically well with the company as a business data analyst. That's not the limit. You also have people that have well-defined background, like medical practitioners transitioning into tech. Evelyn is a nurse with over 15 years of experience transition into data engineering, doing fantastically well. When we all get this slide, you can always come over here, click over here, and you will listen to their testimonial, what they have to say. Same thing with Dr. Arome, over a decade of experience as a medical doctor, transitioned into data analytics and doing fantastically well as a senior health informatics analyst. Same thing with Oluwatoyin. Oluwatoyin has experience as a pharmacist relocated out of Nigeria also to move to UK and currently working as a benefit analyst with NHS. Now you also have people that have absolutely no background at all in medical or whatever. Pavel has a teaching experience, was a teacher, and Pavel is even back, he's from Cameroon. So he was a teacher back in Cameroon before moving to US. When he moved to US, he knew no, this was not the way to go for him. He needed something more. Then he went ahead to learn the data analytics program and he was able to get himself a job as a healthcare data analyst. Pavel is currently in Tucson, Arizona, and he's doing fantastically well for himself. Oyefikayo has a background in banking, just like somebody I spoke to a few minutes ago before I started. Oyefikayo has experience in banking, relocated to Ontario, Canada. She went through the data science program and she's doing fantastically well as a business intelligence analyst, also for a company of very fantastic company in Ontario, Canada. Hope is a definition of is when I was talking about somebody that have 10 years of experience, but all you have to show is just a certificate. That is a fantastic representation of Hope. Hope has all your certificates you can ever think of in project management, but she struggled to land a job because what she thought was all you need to do is just get a certificate. You will get a job. You will get a job. But it's not like that when it comes to tech. They want to see what you've done. They want to see what you can do before they even bring you into the organization. So she was not that informed about those challenges. So she struggled a whole lot, but she never got anything. But then she went through the training. She started the training in September. And that same year, September, October, November, by December, she landed herself a job as a project analyst. This is somebody that struggled to get a job in 2 years. She was able to land herself a job September, October, November, and by December, she got herself a job as a project analyst. Now, what are the things that set all these people apart? What are the things that they really actually went through? And it's quite simple. We have a simple process that works, that everybody go through, and there's no way it's not going to work for you. Because it's something that we've been using for over 5 years, we fine-tuned it and tailored it to each everybody that go through the program. And what does this mean? It means it's a simple LPA approach. The learn, the package, the apply. Now, everybody I've talked about, they all had their background, but moving, looking to transition into something, they were able to identify what works for them and they went ahead to learn that thing. So whatever you're looking to get into, the first thing you want to do is you want to learn it. You want to really, really learn it. That's the first thing you want to do. Then by the time you're done, you want to go ahead and package yourself. Meaning that thing you have now that you have it, how do you package in such a way that anybody that sees you know what you offer and be able to offer you services? Then the next thing you want to also do is apply. And when I'm talking about apply, I'm talking about applying to job with precision. You're not doing mass application. You're not doing mass application. When it comes to your application, dropping in just 10 solid application in a day is good enough. There's a particular structure you can adopt, which we always talk about. When you tailor your CV to jobs you're applying to, it makes it easier to beat what we call the applicant tracking system. Applicant tracking system is like a bodyguard. You know, when you go into the club and you have those hefty guys that's almost as tall as the building itself, they're standing at the entrance and they're checking for whatever God knows what. If whatever you're having does not match whatever they've been programmed in their head, you're not getting into that club. No way. You're not getting into that place. That is exactly who ATS is. When you apply to a job and your CV does not match that job description or does not match what the hiring manager is looking out to achieve, that ATS is going to punch your CV back to you. And within 24 hours, you will get a rejection email saying, oh, they are sorry, they are moving ahead with other applicants that better match the position. No, that is not the HR sending you that rejection email. It is one bot somewhere that is rejecting your email and giving you a courtesy rejection letter like, okay, we are not moving forward with you. Your CV does not match what we're looking out for. They won't tell you that. They just tell you they found other applicant that totally match. So when you tailor your CV to jobs, which I'll also show you how, it makes it easier for your CV to pass through the ATS, get to the hiring manager. Then when it gets to another hiring manager, that's another different ball game entirely, which all these things you will know how to do it. So these are the process that our participants go through to have them landing jobs even while still in the program. Because when you're talking about Hope was only 3 months in the program and she was able to land herself a job as a project analyst. So what exactly was able to afford them this opportunity is because when you're learning in a project-based environment. Whatever thing it is that you're learning, either business analysis, cybersecurity, product design, data analysis, whatever it is that you're learning in a project-based environment whereby you're wearing the hat of that particular professional and you're doing the duty. You're working on projects. So let's say you're a business analyst. You'll be getting a case study of a particular business that is literally going down the drain and you're looking for a business analyst to help them revive their business. You get a case study like that, you work on it, you create a solution, you create value, you solve that business problem, and you take that project that you worked on, you take it, you add it to your CV, you add it to your portfolio. And you do this all throughout your learning period. By the time you're done with your by the time you're done with your training, you will have a lot of projects in your portfolio showcasing your wealth of experience. Now, when you're done with this, it gives you easy opportunity for anybody to look out for you and say, oh, they want to hire you. They're not hiring because of, oh, you took your time to load your portfolio with project. No, they want to hire because they can see what you've been able to do and see what you've done for other organizations. They see the value. Now they want you to come and replicate such value again within the organization. This is how you go from having absolutely nothing right now to landing your first job in tech. And to make that scenario far more interesting, let's say right now we all bought our house, those beach vacation houses will be, I think I have like few of them that I've been planning on. We've actually been able to buy one of them. Fantastic. We're looking to furnish those particular property. And we have two opportunities or two options. We have one. They said, oh, so I went to the best school of carpentry and I have like 10 different certifications that's been awarded by bodies saying I'm a fantastic carpenter. Then you have another one that doesn't have any sort of certificate, but what this person has is a showroom. And in that showroom, you have all types of furnitures. In that showroom, you could see some of his people working for him, creating furnitures right there on the spot. Even when you go to the showroom, you could see some furnitures that fit some specific spots in your house that you've been looking at. What furniture is going to get into this particular spot in my house? You could see one in his showroom that fits into that. Now, like I said, this session is going to be very interactive. If you are in that spot of hiring any of these two people, will you go with that one that has over 10 years of experience and that has certificates to show for it? That is the carpenter A. Or will you go with carpenter B that don't have any sort of certifications but has a showroom to showcase all the furniture he has built over the years for you? Which of these two people will you go for? Carpenter A or Carpenter B? Juliet said Carpenter B. Alaba said
Easily
Carpenter
B.
B. B. It's easy to
Yeah.
decide B. Now, you see the way it's so easy for you to decide B because these furnitures are coming into your house. You don't want somebody that has nothing to show, that you cannot vouch for, to build something that will come into your house. This is the same way anybody looking to hire you. This is the exact same way they reason. I don't know what this person has done. I cannot trust this person because I can't see anything you've done. How can I vouch that you can build a model in Power BI? How can I be so certain that you can successfully write your script to build your machine model and do your regression analysis? How can I be certain when you've never done anything or you have nothing to show? This is the exact thing. So automatically you will see Carpenter A struggling to land a job, and you see Carpenter B struggling to keep up with the client that he has because a lot of people rather want that over A. It's pretty simple, but right now most of us think we need to show certificate. No, we don't need to show certificates. In a technical space that is pretty heavy on your technical know-how, it is what can you do? And this is the same process that you've had people that have, like I said, absolutely no background at all go through and landing their job, landing themselves jobs. Bukola had experience in customer support. She went through business analysis and was able to land a job as a business analyst and HR business analyst. Bukala is currently in US, working fantastically in US. Martin has operations manager experience, went through the program and landed a job as a pathology data analyst with a health organization. Abednego has absolutely no experience in this space at all. He also went through data analytics program. Abednego is currently in Winnipeg and is currently working with the Winnipeg Fire Paramedic Service. He's doing fantastically well. The other time we had a physical event in Alberta, he was there with the founder and co-founder of Analytics to talk about his experience on the job and how he has just been fantastic. He's, like I said, you can always get the interview. When you get here, you see the interview, then you see these job announcements on LinkedIn. You have everything here, all right? So these are the processes that you have people go through. You find them easily transitioning and landing their first job in tech. Now, to the big one for the day. Which of this career path can you get into? The first one I'll be starting with is the data analyst. What kind of people can get into data analysis? Data analysis involved you analyzing data, diving into data, identifying insights, making recommendations on how to make things better. For example, a retail organization is looking to make more money. They hire a data analyst. The data analyst look at history record for like 5 years or for as long as possible. Look at it, look at the things that are doing very well, look at the things that are not doing very well, and know exactly how to make recommendation on how to divert capital or resources to the products that are doing very well. Identify the people that are buying this particular product. Probably say they want to increase their marketing campaign to target these specific people. All right. These are the things that a data analyst get to do, solving data related problems for organization. If you are the kind of person that, and I think for a data analyst, the only thing you need to have is a problem solving skill. And I believe that's something that we all have on a part of growth as adults, because every day we wake up to different problems. And whatever we do, we need to solve this problem. So that's about the only thing you need as a data analyst. As a data scientist is like the big brother to the data analyst because everything a data analyst can do, you also can do it as a data scientist and some more. The more now is the forecasting aspect of analysis. So when a data analyst is able to do the what happened and why did it happen, a data scientist can do what happened, why did it happen, then what will happen, future. Okay. So as a data scientist, that is who you are. And what are the things you need to become a data scientist? It's extremely beginners friendly, but you have to be somebody that is comfortable with statistics and also comfortable with Python programming language. Even if you don't know Python programming language right now, you can learn it. It's extremely beginners friendly. Everybody on the call, if you have pen close to you, you might want to note it down so that when I'm done and you want to ask some questions, you'll be able to make reference to all this and you don't miss out on anything. Okay. So try to get a pen and note down this career path and the kind of people that can get into them. The next one is the data engineers. These are people that are very, very hands-on kind of people. This, if you're the type that you love extreme technicalities, and what I mean by that is you don't, you're very open to learning hardcore things. For example, coding. Because the way you learn how to code as a data engineer is similar to the way a software developer is learning how to code or is working with coding or programming language apologies. If you are open to such, you will be able to get into data engineering and you'll be very good. Remember, the nurse Evelyn that has over 15 years of experience, she transitioned into data engineering. If you also remember the World Economic Forum, the big data specialist, the highest in demand job, they're also data engineers. So you know that whatever you do, there's a big reward for you becoming a data engineer. Then you also have cybersecurity analysts. These are open for people that are extremely inquisitive, extremely inquisitive. It doesn't matter if you have that background or you don't have a background. I think the only person that I spoke to that have something that I'll totally advise the person to get into cybersecurity is definitely Paul. Because what you've been doing over the years opens you to you being able to scale more in this space. And when you get into cybersecurity, it's not going to be a new environment to you because this is something you've been exposed to in your years of experience, not just full on 100%, and definitely comes with a lot of opportunities. Then you have the business analyst. I think the majority of people I spoke to on this call today, they totally fit into business analysis because who you are as a business analyst is you are a fantastic problem solver and you're not a person that you fold your hands and you have people say, so how do we do this or how do we do that? You are a very hands-on type of person and you solve problem. And what I mean by that is, as a business analyst, I believe everybody can see my illustration. This is a company. This company has loads of problem, loads of it. There is no company that doesn't have a problem. So while you're a company, you have a problem. You have more than one. And these are solutions to this company's problem. How does a company with loads of problems get to their solution? There is a bridge. This bridge is a business analyst. Without a business analyst, this company is not solving any of their problem because a business analyst is the bridge that connects the company's problem to a solution. And what do I mean by that? A company is starting to lose customers. They is losing customers to their competitors. What is going on? The business analyst that will look at the current ongoing processes. What are the current processes you have existing in your organization? Document it, make recommendations on how to solve this problem, not just make recommendation, but go ahead to lead that solution, build the solution, implement into the organization, and make sure that the organization take advantage of that solution he or she built, and solve that problem for them. So a business analyst is that much hands-on. And if you're looking at, like, for example, I think I have a lot of people that fit into this. If you have a background in customer support, if you have a background in banking operations, you can get into it. If you have experience in, so far you're comfortable getting into a role that has to do with interfacing with people, you can get into business analysis 100%. 100%. Then you also have the financial analysts. These are people are called the money smart people because what they're responsible for is helping organization make smart financial decisions. So if you're that type, that you're money smart, by default, you're money smart, get into financial analysis. You have the HR analysts. These are people. Okay, so my colleague will send the attendance form to again so they can fill it and you get it. So you also have the HR analyst. These are people's people. They care about people. There is no organization that doesn't rely on people. So how do you get the best out of these people? It is the duty of the HR analyst to solve that. So there is no organization. So far an organization is existing and is looking to grow, it is looking at HR professional because these are the people that will make the people that will be instrumental to the growth of any organization be there. Okay. So if you're that kind of a person, get into HR analytics. Then you have Agile Project Management Scrum Master. These are for people that traditionally, by default, if we gather now like in a team of like 10 people, it's very comfortable for them to take that leadership position, like get to go, oh, so let's do it like this, let's do it like that. Even if you don't have any sort of project management background. So if that's something you're comfortable in, getting into leadership role, getting people to do what they should do to make sure that whatever task that everybody needs to achieve is done. Getting into Agile Project Management business and getting into Agile Project Management Scrum Master. That role will do you a whole lot of good. So if you're currently on this call, you want to take a screenshot of this so that when I'm done, you get access to it and also get access to the attendance form, right? So when it comes to you now we've been able to identify the roles that we can all get into, the ones that tailors to us. How do we now go from, okay, so let's say right now I'm going for the data analytics program. How do I get a job as a data analyst? That's a very big question because you're getting a job is not solely dependent on your data analytics skills. No, it is not. Your data analytics skills you have projects in your portfolio, have things you've done on your CV, and that's about it. When you get called for an interview, and an interviewer asks you about a time when you did something, and an interviewer asks you about a time when you did something, you worked on a project to help them solve high attrition rate. They ask you, how did you go about it? What are the tools you used? And your response to them is, they were having attrition. A lot of people are leaving the organization, and we analyzed their data and we solved the problem. How did you solve it? "Oh, we analyzed it and we solved it." They'll just laugh at you and they say, okay, no problem. We'll get back to you. They're never getting back to you because on your CV, you have the technical skill, you have the experience, is showing it that, oh, you've done this, you've done that. On your portfolio, you have everything saying you did this, you followed this approach, you did that. But when it came to you to speak, to have that conversation with them, you cannot clearly explain what you did. This is the void that your employability get to fill. And when you're talking about employability, what exactly does that mean? The first thing you have there is your CV review, CV revamp. When you join the program, we have in-house professional that will take your CV from you, get into an interview where you get the opportunity to ask you a few questions to understand what you've been doing over the years and what you're looking to achieve. Then they will take those answer from you. They will take it and go ahead and revamp your CV to be industry standard as to whatever you're looking to get into. So when you now get that CV, you will now learn how to tailor that CV to whatever job you're applying to. Remember the LPA approach. That A part, the application part, this is where you get to learn how to tailor your CV to jobs to beat the applicant tracking system. Then you have your LinkedIn optimization. There's a limit to jobs you can apply to with just your CV. So having your LinkedIn optimized in such a way that hiring managers will even search for you, see you, and these are roles that you never have knowledge about their existence. You get the opportunity 100% on learning how to optimize your LinkedIn in a multiple live sessions. Then you also have navigating the job market. Getting job right now in this world we are in is something else. Okay? So you will learn how to strategically search for jobs. It doesn't matter the type of job you're looking out for, you will learn how to do it. Then we also have in-house job board that the only people that have access to it are our participants. It's a job board that we have premium jobs, jobs that you will not see anywhere on any public available job board. We have them scraped and we'll have them put in an in-house job board. How do we get access to them? We needed to pay for us to get access to this job. So after making payment, we got access to it. We scraped it and we bring these jobs into your classroom so we can go ahead, apply to these jobs every time. And we have this job board updated every Monday. So every Monday, you get new influx of jobs you can always apply to. You get access to that. And this is away from you learning how to search for jobs on your own. So you have jobs that you get access to 100% within Analytics. Then you also have another that you learn how to apply to without anybody being there for you. Then when you apply to job, the least you expect is for you to get called for an interview. So when you get called for an interview, before you attend anyone at all, you get the opportunity to book a one-on-one interview preparation. And what that simply means is, so when you have, let's say, for example, Abednego working with a Winnipeg Fire Paramedics, before you got that job or before you went to that interview for that job, he booked a one-on-one interview preparation where a professional get into that session with him, looked at his CV, look at that job description, look at the Winnipeg Fire Service itself, and was able to prep Abednego for that role that increase his chance of actually landing that job. You get that opportunity all the time. There is no limit to what you can get in this regard. If you have 10 jobs interview in in a weekend, I don't know how you want to do that, but if you have 10, you get prepped for all those 10 in that particular weekend. Okay, so this is something you get. Also, you also get the opportunity to have reference letter from Tenalytics, and that is because immediately you start your program, you have the ability to put analytics on your CV as a consultant. So if you're looking to get into the business analytics program, your CV will be business analyst consultant with Tenalytics. And that will give us the opportunity to write a reference letter for you when you get that job. You also have what we call on-the-job support, meaning you've landed the job. You were tasked to do some things that you don't know how to do. You have ability to reach out to us and we get somebody on board with you to guide you through that particular process. 100%. The one thing that is also very, very important is I call this like the OG of OGs because this is you getting access to industry experts as mentors, where they come into your classes every Thursday to walk you through a lot of things that you have absolutely no knowledge around. You learn how to do all these things. They shed more light on things you have knowledge around, and you have ability to interact with them, ask them questions, even reach out to them, get their contact, follow up with them. And when you have issues, you can always reach out to them. You have access to this 100%. And for people that are keen on getting something freelancing to do, you also learn how to optimize your Upwork in such a way that you can get jobs from individuals and organization at the same time. All this, you will learn how to do all these things alongside while you're learning how to be a professional. And when you're looking at the duration of the training, the total duration is 8 months. In that 8 months, you'll be learning how to be a business analyst or any of the professional for 6 months, working on real world projects. And in 2 months, you get to do your internship. Internship where you get to do with another company, a consulting company, whereby you work on more real world projects. And the most advantage of this is you have ability to add all these projects to your portfolio. Now, when it comes to your learning duration or your learning timeline, you have your classes on Saturday. On Saturday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. MST. Or if you're in Eastern time, that's going to be 12 noon to 3 p.m. EST. And you have two options. So if you're in EST time zone, you have two classes option, either the early mornings or early afternoon. The early morning is going to be 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. EST, or the early afternoon is going to be 12 noon to 3 p.m. EST. You have this on Saturdays. Now, your lessons are not just limited to Saturdays. During the week, we don't just leave you hanging. You also get access to videos that you get to watch, and these are called a self-paced watch me do it video. The difference between your live class and your self-paced is their life is live. This self-paced is pre-recorded, but it's something you get to watch during the week, but most importantly, at your own time. It doesn't come at any fixed time like the Saturday classes. So if you have a busy day and you get back to your house by let's say 9 p.m., 10 p.m., you can dedicate at least 1 hour in your every 24 hours to your self-paced, and you'll be very good. So these are how your classes are structured. And when you are talking about you taking that action, we have a course starting 7th of March. That's about, this is about the last opportunity to join that class starting 7th of March. And if you're looking to join that, we currently have a fantastic offer currently going. The original price for the program is 1,250, but we have a special discount that gives you the opportunity to pay $1,000. Now that $1,000, it even gets better. All you need to do right now to start, either with the class starting 7th of March or April, 11th of April, is to pay 200 US dollars. So if you're able to pay 200 US dollars, you have the ability to start with the class starting either 7th of March or April. And if you're looking at the things you need to get or what are the things you get, you have anyway a lot more things to get. If you click on the link that my colleague will drop in a chat box, it will take you to the registration page, but I'll also walk you through how to register. Okay. Now, if you are able to secure a spot between now and the next 24 hours, you will get this fantastic option. You skip the whole waiting period and you join the first of the line offer. And what that simply means is you have these weekly mentorship sessions that I told you about. You get immediate access to these things. Immediate access, whereby before you even start your program, if you're looking to start 7th of March, or you're looking to start in April, it doesn't matter. You get instant access to this opportunity. Another thing you also get access to is lifetime career support, whereby everything Analytics is looking to provide you, which are the things I talk about in the employability. You get a lifetime support to everything. I'm talking about lifetime support to career mentorship, lifetime support to interview preparation, lifetime support to job referencing. We have people that got a job and they're looking to get onto another job, maybe another senior role. They came back to us and we're able to give them another reference letter. These are part of the lifetime support I'm talking about. Lifetime support and lifetime access to your career mentors. You get all access to this 100%. Now, if you click on the link that my colleague shared in the chat box, it should take you to these websites. So what you want to do is once you click on that, it will bring you to this. So let me just hold up a bit. This is the analytics website. So what you just want to do is scroll down to whatever of the program you're looking to register for, whichever of them that you're looking to register for, scroll down to it and you'll be able to secure a spot. So you have the data analytics, you have the health tech, you have the business analysis, you have the HR analytics, you have the financial analyst. And one thing you will always note for is when I talked about the 20% discount from 1,250 US dollars to $1,000, like I said, that particular discount is available to very, very limited option. For example, now if you look at the data analytics, you will see that you have just 9 slots left. If you look at the health tech, you only have 4 slots left. If you look at the business analysis, you have 13 slots left. HR analysis, you have 11. You have that all across board. So if you're looking to take advantage of this discount, you need to be part of this. For example, if you're looking to go for the data engineering program, you need to be part of these 9 people. Else, paying that $200 to start might not be so possible. So let's say, for example, you want to get into the business analysis program. All you have to do is click on this part that says enroll now. Once you click on the enroll now, you have the opportunity as to see 13 slots left and you have the ability to pay right now. So if you scroll down, you will see everything you need to do. All you have to do is click on this part that says enroll now. Once you click on the enroll now, it will load up the page and give you the option to make your payment in any of the options. So you have the March, which is the one starting 7th of March, or you have the one starting for April. So for the one starting from March, you have 13 slots left. The one starting for April, it's initially 50 slots, but one person paid for April already, meaning you have a lot of opportunity to secure more in April. And if you're looking at your payment option, you can pay once because you have a much more relaxed payment option. If you're looking to pay once, you will not be paying $1,000. You'll be paying 850, but that's a one-time payment, 850 US dollars. But if you're looking to pay 2 times, you'll be paying 450 US dollars twice. That's it, going to be a total of $900. But if these two options doesn't work for you, you have the opportunity to even pay a lot more relaxed option, which is the flexible plan. And that's going to be paying $200 every month for 5 months. Okay. So what you want to do is if you look over here, you say total due today, 200 US dollars. And if you're in Canada, definitely you can also pay in card. If you're looking to pay one time in card, that is going to be 1,200. If you're looking to pay 2 times in card, that is going to be 375 card. If you're looking to pay 5 times, that's going to be 283 card, right? So all you want to do is come over here, select the payment plan that works for you. The smart one that most people go for is this 2 instrumental, okay? So select the 2 instrumental, whichever one that works for you. Come over here, confirm that you've read the terms and conditions, confirm that you've your information is correct. You go ahead, you pay now. So once you click on the pay now, you validate your information, then you pay now. So in your own case, you will need to register your email before you get to this page. So this is how you go ahead to secure spots. Make sure you don't miss out on the discounts. Okay. So if you have any questions, now is a very good time for you to ask. If you want to drop your question in the chat box, you can go ahead and drop it. If you want to speak, you can also go ahead, unmute your mic and speak, and I'll be able to give answers to whatever question it is that you have. Okay? Would like to speak, would like to ask questions. Do you want to use the raise hand icon? Let me see. You might want to, so if you want to speak, you might want to use the raise hand icon. Just tap on the palm icon and you can easily ask your question. Or you can unmute your mic and you can speak. Hi, Paul. You want to say something?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Now, I thank you so much for bringing this program to the people because, I mean, it has a good breakdown in everything and it shows everything the way it should be.
Yeah.
And also, I do thank you for what you mentioned in your program that you give a life support to your students, and also you have a self-paced video for people to go back and watch as well.
Yeah, that's
And,
correct.
and also, you did mention that something very vital that you mentioned that you have a job inside, which you're paying for. So using your own money to to pay for this job occupation, and it's
Yeah.
listed for people who are attending your program to apply for jobs. So you're doing everything possible to move people forward in their life. You don't
Yeah.
just train them and just and they're stagnant. Because I
Yeah.
did a program with Insta something in Indian with
Okay.
AW Clouding. So once we get trained, we did examination. You call them, they didn't even call you back. As a matter of fact, I'm not trying to be funny though. We have accent. They have a deep accent too. The Indian. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So because I mean, the people from Canada and so from US or from London, when we speak, they say we have accent. They can't hear us. So also people from India too. When they speak, we Nigerian or Africans, we can hear them very well. But I was able
Yeah.
to go through the program AWS, and I passed the test. I have my certificate with them, but yet they didn't come back and give us support for job. They didn't come back and give us more motivation support. But like I don't know what to do if I secure a job as cloud engineer or cloud expert. I don't know what to do. Or it's only what I learn in the class alone.
Yeah.
So, but you do have a support to go back to your company, even though we get a job, to give a support, which is really wonderful. Now, you said I should focus on to focus on
Cybersecurity.
cybersecurity,
Yeah.
which I really appreciate for that because I've been wondering all along, which way to go with this program. So if I focus on cybersecurity, having not known anything about cybersecurity, and they
Yeah.
said cybersecurity is divided into different zones.
Yeah.
Some are auditors, some are governances, and
Yeah.
some are hackers. You
Yeah.
know, so if I do that, then my question now, then if I do that, am I going to focus on the auditor or be on the governance or what am I going to be doing if I focus on that?
Fantastic question, Paul, and thank you so much for this. Now,
What?
so I'm going to let me quickly over back to the cybersecurity over here so I can show you some of the things I'm talking about. So if you come to the website, and I think my colleague shared the link in the chat box, if you come over to cybersecurity and you click on that banner option, if you look at the things you have in your key learning area, you look at your curriculum is so much detailed that if you look at the first thing you're learning, you're having introduction to cybersecurity. And what that simply means is you don't need any sort of background at all to get into cybersecurity, but you have a little bit of exposure. For somebody that don't even have that, you can get into it. Now, to answer your question, your 6 months is going to be pretty intense. And when it comes to things you'll be learning penetration testing. That is you learning how to hack, becoming a certified ethical hacker. You will learn SOC, that's Security Operations Center analyst, right? You will learn how to be that person. You will also learn threat intelligence, right? We learn how malware do behave, how to escalate scenarios, how to track and defend. You learn all those things. Then you will learn GRC. GRC is governance, risk, and compliance. So what this simply means is by the time you're done with the cybersecurity program, you will have enough skill to get a job as a pen tester. You'll have enough skill to get a job as a SOC analyst. You have enough skill to get a job as a threat intelligence analyst, and you have enough experience to get a job as a GRC specialist. Now, this is for your 6 months. That's to make you see how intense the class is going to be. Now, you see your 2 month internship. This is where you specialize. So, all the things you've been exposed to, you can't do everything. You need to pick one. So whichever one that really piques your passion, like, oh, I went through threat intelligence and I loved it, or I went to penetration testing. There is no me doing any other thing except from penetration testing, or you love the way we're able to track vulnerabilities as a SOC analyst. That's something you really loved. When you're getting into internship for your 2 months, you're specializing on SOC as an SOC analyst, and everything you're doing during your internship is 100% focused on SOC. So when you're building your portfolio or working on more projects during your internship, you're focusing on one. But your background, you have everything. And the reason why this is because when you get into a role, you have people go through your CV. They will know that the fact that you're going into a particular, let's say SOC, definitely. It's not like you don't have experience in other paths. You have a lot of experience in the other path, but it's just meant to specialize in one. And you see this cross experience that you have, furthermore, even increase your employability rate. So these are things that we've been able to see, and we'll have a lot of participants that went through training and they were even landing jobs even during the training. So that's the way for you getting into cybersecurity. That's what you have. I don't know if that makes sense to you.
Right? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I like the word you use, you know, job during training. Seriously. Now, now that's very clear, to me.
Yeah,
Now, for me to be comfortable, you
yeah,
know, with the new job I'm going to take, by God's grace. Okay.
yeah,
Now, I like to have a job as a remote job,
yeah,
even though I don't mind the pay though. On the real, I don't
yeah,
mind the pay. Something could, that if I could pick up, a remote job that could build my confidence, give me good learning beginning. So when
yeah,
I'm more comfortable, I could now, you know, fly ahead and do whatever I want to do. So the pay does not matter to me now, but
yeah.
knowing the job properly. So that's matter to me. Now, is it possible on the real to have a remote job probably in maybe in Southeast Asia or Middle East because the time difference. So I could attend my daily job here. My daily job here in the US, I've been there for a minute and
Yeah,
also have my benefits. I don't want to lose my
yeah,
benefits and just jump on this one, which is unknown ground. You know what I'm saying?
definitely,
So
definitely.
is it possible for me to have a job maybe probably in Southeast Asia or Far East? So with the time difference, I could go do my job in the daytime. In the morning time, which they be sleeping, I could also, work for them as a remote on the real. Even part time,
100%. Yeah, that's something you can do 100%.
remote job.
100%. Yeah, 100% remote job. And
Uh,
there are three major things that will get you this remote job. Number one is your CV. Your CV needs to speak as somebody that doesn't need any sort of supervision on their job. A lot of people don't know this, but I'll tell people in the call for free. This is something that we do for you. If your CV does not speak as somebody that have been comfortable working on in a remote setting, nobody will hire you for a remote job because you are looking to get a remote job, but in your CV doesn't speak as though you're somebody that's been able to work or deliver from such remote settings. That's one. Number two, your LinkedIn will also play a very key role in this path, whereby you're able to know exactly how to strategically target locations so that when a professional or HR professional is searching for people from their location, your profile will show up to them. You have that option too. Then the last one which I talked about earlier, is your navigating the job market. When you're navigating the job market, whatever type of job you're looking out for, you will learn how to search for such jobs within your navigating the job market. Your navigating the job market is a live session with a mentor, people that are working in this space, actively working in this space. So whatever thing you need, you'll be able to actually see them walk you through how to get them. We have people that in Canada are looking for something that's as fast as possible and even remote. We have people in UK that all they care about is a job that'll come with sponsorship. We have a lot of people in US that are looking for a six-figure jobs. Everybody have their own different approach. Right now, your own approach is you look for something that is even not in US, more probably somewhere in Asia, Southeast Asia. That's something you can do 100%. But before you say you get to that point of getting it, remember the LPA approach. You have to learn, package yourself, then you go ahead to apply to that job in Southeast Asia. Does that make sense to you, Paul?
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so I really appreciate your breakdown, and I do really appreciate your support that says that even though you complete the job, the training, you're still going to be there for people to support them. That's really wonderful.
Yeah, that's
So
100%.
yeah, so I will join the April class by God grace.
Okay.
Now the class is we need to be $200 every month. You know, so for the classes, you know, the availability is said is the Saturdays, right?
Yeah, Saturdays. What time zone are you in?
We're in Central Zone. I'm in Chicago. I'm in Chicago, Wisconsin. Oh, Chicago.
CST, that's going to be 9 a.m.
6:32 now.
Yeah.
Okay, 9 a.m. on Saturday.
Yeah, 9 a.m. on Saturdays.
So what time?
9 a.m. to 12 noon.
12 noon.
Yeah.
So apart from this day, which other day?
So you see those live classes, even on days whereby you miss them, you don't actually miss out on anything because those classes, they are always recorded. They are added
Okay,
to your Google Classroom and you have a
wonderful.
lifetime access to it. So because it's added to your email, you have a lifetime access to it. Now,
Wonderful.
what can also happen is, let's say you miss a class, you're watching a video, and your instructor did something in that video that you tend to do, but you're not getting it. Whoever that is teaching in that particular class, you have a direct access to that person. You can call them and tell them, like, oh, I was doing this that you did in the class, and I'm having so issue. The instructor can ask you to share that details with her. If they're able to solve it, 100%. But if they're unable to solve it, you're not limited to just your instructor. And this cut across all other programs. You have what we call a technical assistant. What this person is there for is literally waiting for you to have a challenge while you're practicing on your own. While you're practicing on your own, when you have any sort of challenge, you have access to their calendar. You can book almost an immediate time on their calendar, and they will join a live meeting like this, where you'll be able to share your screen. This is like a personalized session now. You'll be able to share your screen, walk them through the challenge you're facing, and they'll be able to guide you on how to solve it. And all these things I'm talking about, you don't pay any additional fee for it. All you have to pay is being capped into this a total of $1,000 that is discounted. Does that make sense to you?
Yes. Well, I have question, but I don't want to take all the time. I want
Okay.
people also I want to give you a chance too. Okay, let people talk.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is after this session, I will reach out to you via WhatsApp. Okay? I believe you
Okay.
completed the form. Have you completed the attendance sheet? The
I'm
attendance
not.
form?
I didn't see it. How do I get it?
Oh, my colleague has been dropping it in the chat box. So we want to scroll to the
The
chat
chat box.
box.
Okay, let me see.
Yeah,
So
go there. You can scroll up. You will see, fill the attendance form. Make sure you fill that. I'll get your number from there and I'll give you a call after this meeting. So we can just go ahead with our conversations and I'll be able to guide you. Okay?
I didn't see that. I didn't see the form though.
Okay, no worries. They're going to, my colleague will paste it again so you can get access to it. He will send it to you. Okay?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
think I see. I think yeah. Okay, thank you.
Okay, all right. So thank you so much for those questions, Paul. Do we have any other person
Thanks
that
so
wants to
much.
go ahead? You're welcome. Do you have another person that have a quick question or another elaborate question like Paul? Like I said, this session is going to be interactive. And if you don't ask questions, I have your details here. I'm going to call names. Let me go back to my notes. Hi, Joshua.
Hello, hello, Prince. Yeah,
Okay. I
so
could I okay, all right, go ahead.
yeah, okay. In fact, every information you shared here has been so like insightful. I've heard um the breakdowns and the assistance and like everything. So coming from the background, telecom engineering, like I mentioned earlier on,
Yeah,
I was looking into data analytics and all of
yeah,
that. That was the prior program I chose when your colleague Elisha
yeah,
dropped, the attendance sheet.
yeah.
Yeah, like in there. Yeah, but taking into consideration the fact that you had to, walk us through and evaluate our potential, then map it onto programs that you think will best fit.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know if after the meeting we could actually have some kind of an interaction for us to see where I can actually be able to leverage my either my
Experience.
any kind of experience or whatever onto this data analytics or wherever you see fit via your experience and evaluation of my background.
Okay. All right, no problem. So I've had this noted down. After
Yeah.
this, you've completed the attendance form, yes?
Yes, I did that. I've done
Okay.
that.
All right. Would you be looking to join the class starting by March?
Yeah, I don't mind, but I was trying to look at my schedule. My schedule is a little bit tight, but considering the fact that it's actually going to be on Saturdays and probably have some
Yeah.
sessions I could attend, I think like March should work.
Okay. All right. So I will have this noted down,
Okay,
and after this call, we
okay.
can company call and definitely
Well,
get started.
well
Okay?
noted. Well noted.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Okay. So I think the next person I'm going to call is a teacher, and I believe she knows herself. Hi.
Hi.
Okay.
Uh,
Hi. All
Everything
right.
you did was well understood.
Okay.
My problem is the 8 months is not too much. Can they not reduce it
Okay. So when you
like
say too
for
much, when you say too, sorry for breaking in.
if
When you say too much, you like, how do
I
you
like
want
it
to learn?
accelerated.
Sorry?
I like it accelerated.
Accelerated. Okay.
Yeah,
So the reason for acceleration is so that I can quickly get a job, yes?
yes.
Okay.
And I'm
Like I
fast at
said,
assimilating, so
yeah. So like I said, the
yeah.
way that your learning is structured, you have a live class. Your live classes are pretty intensive, and you have a self-paced. It's a blended approach type of learning. That 6 months cannot be accelerated because you're not
Mm.
just learning business analysis. You're learning business analysis and you're learning how to get a job as a business analyst. Now, over the years, what we've had people landing jobs 3 months into the program. And the reason is quite simple. You're learning in a project-based environment. For you, 100%, you should be going either to data analytics or business analysis. These two areas comfortable 100% for you. So what I expect you to do is by 2 months into the program, you will get your CV back. Once you get your CV that we must have worked on and optimized for you, you should be able to start applying to jobs. And this is the same approach you have, and this is applicable to every other person. 2 months into the program, you need to start applying to job. You don't have everything yet. You don't. But whatever you have in 2 months moving forward is more than enough for you to start applying to jobs. So what we always advise is apply to job as early as 2 months. And these are how people get jobs 3 months into the program, 4 months into the program, before even waiting till that 8th month. Okay, so
Oh,
what I advise you 100% is do follow the same approach. Apply to jobs, start applying to job by 2 months into the program, and open up your opportunities of landing jobs 3, 4 months into the program before getting to the end of that 6 months that you want. Does that make sense to you?
okay, yes, that's it. Then after the training, what do you have as is it? Do you have a certificate or just a reference letter?
Yes, no, by the time you're done with your training, definitely you get a certificate. But like I said, when it comes to tech, you hardly get on a job and I will say, oh, I need you to bring your certificate for you to get a job now. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm getting a feedback from you, Paul, so I have to mute you. So you will hardly get on a job that will ask you to bring your certificate for you to land that job. No. What you're looking for is always your experience. Well, that does not negate the fact that you'll not be getting a certificate. Yes, you'll be getting a certificate, and your certificate is accredited by the American Council of Training and Development, ACTD. When you get this report, you can also 100% come over here and click on this link to verify what I just said. Okay, that's something you can do 100%. So if you click on that, it will take you to ACTD, where you can see the American Council of Training and Development. And you will see Tenalytics is a professional training institute registered in Canada. That's the first thing you see. Then you get to see every other thing that we have, all the accreditations, all our access, all our links. You get to see all those things. Okay. So yes, you'll be getting a certificate, and your certificate is accredited by the American Council of Training and Development. Okay.
Oh, that's good. That's nice. Okay, thank
Right.
you.
You're welcome. So would that be you joining the class starting 7th of March?
Not much. April.
April. So remember, you have the opportunity to secure a spot right now and start with the class starting by April. So take advantage of that. You don't miss out, okay? You can come when you get here, you can see you can start by March or you can start by April, okay?
Okay.
All right. Do you have the link? I think the link has been shared in the chat box. Have you clicked on that?
Not yet.
Okay, so please do. Or do you want somebody to share that with you via email or WhatsApp?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So check your email in a few minutes and also your WhatsApp. It will be shared with you. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I have the first person I spoke to on the call. That is definitely going to be Ify. Hi, Ify.
Hello.
Hi.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I don't know. So again, I've been seeing Tenalytics for a long time,
Yep.
and I've done something like this, and they tell you you hear a lot of things, but at the end of the day, it's not what you were told you're seeing. And when you try getting back, then you're not going to hear from them anymore. That's my personal experience. I don't know if anybody else has experienced that. So they tell you all the things they want you to hear, but at the end of the day, you don't get. Because again, you're
Yeah.
you're actually looking for a job that pays you well. It's not like you are okay, you are there, right? But they take away from you and don't give you the value of what you have paid. So yeah, in as much as I've heard all you have said about, oh yeah, you're gonna guide us in getting this job and all.
Yeah.
So I so what's the in terms of the what's the language I'm looking for? No, so hold on, I'm on the phone. Hold on. Hold on, I'm on the phone. So what's the probability that okay, yes, because I think for me, I think I'm more interested in like upscale, right? But right now, if you tell me I've worked in so many sectors that it's as if it's confusing me. I don't even know where to head. I see data analysis. I've done some course with business analysis, but again, I guess I do not have the right guide, and maybe that's why I've not gotten what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of confused because I don't even know where to which angle to go to when you were talking about financial analysts that might be good. My background is in accounting, but I've worked in so many sectors, communication, construction, now in banking. So it's just all over the place. So I need guide and for direction on like which option to go with that will suit me well. So I don't know.
Okay.
Mhm.
So when we spoke initially, you mentioned that you're currently working in banking as a treasury analyst, correct?
That's right. Yes.
So as a treasury analyst, that will be under the financial analytics program.
I know. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But looking at every other thing that you're exposed to, that will also give you a very open access to get into business analysis. This is about the two career paths that you can get into. Now, big question now is, where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Landing more than six-figure job. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not even looking for too much. Just a pay that kind of keeps me afloat, right? I don't need to get second job and be doing all I'm tired of all that. That's all I need.
So what you're looking out for is six-figure jobs. Definitely that will come with a definitely higher level role, something like a managerial level type of a job, correct?
Right. Yes.
How many years have you been in banking?
I'm just new to banking. It's just a year now, but I was in telecom for like 7, 8 years.
7, 8 years in telecommunications,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
1 year in banking. Where do you
Yes.
have the
And
telecommunication experience? Where was that? Hi, Ify.
leave it. It's money. Leave it.
Money?
Mm.
Money for who?
Money for mommy.
Hello, can you hear me? Sorry,
Yes,
I
I can
just,
hear you.
I just came into the house and the Wi-Fi kind of kicked in. Sorry.
Oh,
Yes,
okay,
yes.
okay,
I
okay,
was
that's fine.
outside all through. Yeah, I'm just coming home.
Oh,
Okay.
okay,
So, yeah. So I said in Canada here, the telecom.
okay, okay. All right.
Mm.
So what I would advise you 100% is don't throw away that 7, 8, 9 years of experience.
Hmm.
Don't throw it away.
Okay.
And what you should be looking out for is, I don't know, you see your experience you've had
Sorry.
with
That doesn't
getting
hurt.
into organizations that will promise you everything and they won't deliver. I
Right.
believe we all have those experience. I had my experience.
Mm.
I had my fair share that
Hmm.
you'll want to achieve something, but then there comes a Debbie Downer that you would never be able to achieve anything. You reach out to them, nothing is going to happen. This is
Right.
where you have Tenalytics making that impact and that difference. We
Mm.
are 100% virtual company. There is internet literally everywhere. If you go through the program and if you go through the program and you don't get what we promised, it's easy for you to just go on, for example, Trustpilot and say, stay away from Tenalytics. They promise everything they say they're going to do, but they don't do it. You can go there. Our rating is almost 5 over 5. It's almost 5 over 5. We are not perfect. I will tell you this, you are not perfect because definitely we're a company. We're not perfect. But I can tell you categorically that you see everything I talked about on this call, everything I talked about, there is nothing you're getting that is short of it. As a matter of fact, there are some things that you will get that I won't talk about. I can't talk about everything because they are too much. So you see, everything that I talked about, hold me responsible, hold me accountable. If there's any point in time that you promised, like for example, interview preparation, access to in-house job board, teaching you how to optimize your LinkedIn, teaching you how to navigate the job market, having access to mentorship, career mentors. If any of those things you don't get it, just come. You have access to my LinkedIn. Just come and drag me there. I quite prize my LinkedIn to be very fantastic. So come there drag me, and trust me, you have nothing to be scared of. Now, when it comes to your career path, I would prefer 100% you get into business analysis. What you're learning in a project-based environment. So you're not just learning for the sake of you are learning. No, that's where a lot of people get it wrong. That's why you see a lot of people go through the self-learning. It is difficult because that thing alone will not get you that job. And when you go through something, you don't achieve something, it becomes very tiring to do it again or trying to try it again. We are all humans. Nobody is super. No, nobody is 100%. We are only trying. So by going through the business analysis program, you are learning in a project-based environment whereby you are actually learning how to do the job. This is the same thing that Abigail went through. She has 9 years of experience working in local government in the northern part of Nigeria. Her experience was not even in Canada. And she got a job as a senior business analyst with Government of Alberta. So I will advise you 100%, don't throw away that 7, 8, 9 years of experience you have in telecommunications and dive into finance. And considering the fact that you're still also currently in Canada, there's a much more higher demand for business analysts in Canada, even than in US. There's a large demand for business analysts in Canada. You have a lot of organizations looking for these professionals. So what I would advise you 100%, get into business analysis. You said you've done a little bit about that before.
I did a
Fantastic.
course. Yeah, I did something few months. Yeah, I did a
Yeah.
course with what are they called again? Yeah, I did a course with all these people that organize programs for business analysis.
Yeah.
And yeah, I did, and I did a live project that is even like ongoing now that they are using for whatever. I did a live project as well with them.
Okay. So do you think the business analyst might not be a perfect fit for you?
It's something like I loved it. I was very much interested in it, but applying jobs with it, nothing was forthcoming for me.
Okay.
Mm.
So I
I did
think
try. I
there's
did
a
try,
lot.
yes.
I can understand. There's a lot attached to that applying to jobs. And trust
Okay.
me, we take that very seriously because, like I said, your technical skill alone will not get you the job. It won't.
Mm.
You've done a lot of projects, this and that. Yes, awesome, fantastic. But you're not going to get anything with it if you don't know how to actually do that application part. And these are some things that it is blended into your learning process. So no worries, we got you covered. If you want my direct access, if you want my direct WhatsApp
Mhm.
number, I can reach out to
Mm.
you. And
Please reach out to me, yes.
oh, you're comfortable with that, so they can call me anytime, Abi.
No,
No
not call.
problem.
No, I can message you. I know everybody's busy, so I don't bug people, right? I just
Okay,
message you. If you feel like talking, that's fine. But if you feel like just
awesome.
responding to my message, that's good. Yeah.
Awesome. So let me have this noted down.
Mhm.
Needs. All right. So I've noted it down. So after this call, I will send you a
Mhm.
message with my
Okay.
personal WhatsApp and pick it up from there. Okay.
All right. That would be nice. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Will you be looking to join the cluster 10 by this Saturday or by April?
I don't know. Can I? Yeah. I might try this. I might try this Saturday because.
Okay.
And you said, okay. My time is MST. What time do you start? Let me also know. That will
MST is
also
10
tell me.
a.m. So MST is
10.
10 a.m. Yeah, 10 to 1.
Okay. 10 to 1. Oh boy. Okay. And
But
this,
even if
okay,
you
you
miss
said
it,
this is for 8 months,
it's for 6 months.
6 months, and it's every Saturday for 6 months.
Every other Saturday, yes. But your
Every
learning
other
pace
Saturday.
every other Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So no
Okay.
worries. It never gets overwhelming because number one, it never really disturb anything you do. Like
Okay.
99% of people in the program, they are working or they're studying. I mean, it's not so easy for you to say you want to do a program like this and you're not having a source of income. It's not going to be so easy.
Oh,
So
yeah, definitely.
99% of people taking the program, you find them working full time. So, and
Mhm.
they are doing it, they are leveraging on the
So
opportunity.
for me, I have two full time. I have the children full time, and I have my work. So that's a lot. But again, if you want to get something, you have to work
You
for
will
it.
get
So.
it. Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Mm.
All right, no problem. I will
Mm.
do you have access to the link? Will you be able to register?
I did. I just did a random word pick so that it takes me to your system. Then you can now reach out. Yeah, I just did a random
Okay.
pick. Maybe when we talk,
Okay. All right.
we'll now
Okay, no
decide.
problem. Okay, so I'll follow up with you in this regard, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So I'm looking at my screen and I didn't get to speak with Mercy for introduction. Hi, Mercy. Mercy, I asked you to unmute your mic. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. We didn't get to do introduction because I think you came in just a little bit late.
Yes, I was late.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me?
I'm actually requiring for my daughter. I'm
Okay.
making inquiries for my daughter. Yep.
Okay.
So actually, I just forwarded her the link, but I'm not sure if
Okay.
she managed to join or not. But
Okay.
she tried to do a certain online course, uh, but she wasn't getting it right. So I think maybe she should join this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I saw that you requested for the link via email, via your WhatsApp, yes?
Yes.
Have you gotten it?
I haven't checked because I'm busy. I'm
Okay.
preparing to go to
Yeah.
church. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I saw you when you requested for that and I have it noted down. So after
Mm-hmm.
this call, I will share that with you. Then we
Oh,
also use the opportunity to probably jump on a three-way call, myself, yourself, and your daughter, to identify the things
okay.
she's looking out for and which of this can be the best option for her. Okay?
All right.
All
But
right.
probably that would be the problem would be the time difference. Anyway, I'll send you because we are in Korea. So
Okay. So what time is it currently?
it is now 9:57 a.m. Sunday.
Wow.
Yes.
Let me have that noted down so that will work career 9:57.
Yeah, it's almost 10 a.m. So yeah.
Wow. Okay, so I will do the calculations to the time. What time later today are you free? Your time.
Uh, that will be probably around 10 p.m.
10 a.m.,
No, 10 p.m.
10 p.m. All
Yes.
right. So I'm going to do these calculations. My head is going to be boiling hot, but I'll do the
Okay.
calculations. I will do the calculations, then I will know the time that works best for me. Then we jump on a call, but I will still send you a message, okay?
All right. Thank you so much, sir.
But you're welcome. You're welcome.
All right. Bye.
All right. Yes, bye-bye. Okay. So I think I have a nurse, and that is going to be Zaria. Hi, Zaria. Hi, Zaria. Okay, I think Zara is not with a device. Okay, I think the only person I'm yet to speak to is B. Hi, B. B, I asked you to unmute your mic. Okay, asked you on mute.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah.
B, what's your full name?
Um, I'm Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I'm currently enrolling in one of the cohorts, the February cohorts. I just
okay,
joined.
okay,
Yeah. So I just hopped onto the this
okay.
session. Yeah. I
Okay, so
wanted to. listen to know
Okay.
if there's anything new I can learn from Tenalytics. Yes.
So which of the program are you currently in?
I'm in the data science cohort.
Data science. Awesome.
Yes.
Were you in the mentorship that happened yesterday? The one Ifemena did?
No, I couldn't
Wh-
join yesterday's session.
Why?
So I was having a duty that period, so I couldn't join that session. I really
Oh,
wanted to join, but I couldn't join. So I was thinking maybe it is something similar to this session. That is why I'm on the call.
oh, okay. You know that
Yeah.
session was recorded, yes?
Yes. So I will
The
check my Google
class, yeah.
class to
Please
replay
check
it.
that. Check that. That
Okay.
session was fantastic. Okay?
All right.
You need
Okay.
to do it.
Thank you.
It's very fantastic. Go watch it and trust me, you will get blown away. I cannot guarantee you that. Okay?
All right. Thank you
All
very
right.
much.
You're welcome. So I guess I'll be seeing more of you around then. Okay. So I think that's about everyone. I think I've touched base with everyone. But before we round up, does anybody have any quick question so I don't miss out on anybody? Does anybody have any quick question in me to ask? Okay, so I
Can
think
you hear me?
yes, I can. Hi, Paul.
So I will send my email to you and my phone number on the message.
Okay. All right. So do that. So I'll be able to say I'll be able to copy it and we'll follow up from there. Okay.
Thank you so much for help.
You're welcome. All right. Thank you, everyone, for being part of this session. It's been interesting, very interesting. Interesting to me. Is it interesting to everybody too? Were you guys able to get value from the session?
Beautiful message.
Awesome. Awesome. So thank you for being here. I do appreciate the time spent. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, B. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate the time spent. And I'm looking forward to speaking with everybody as soon as possible. And also, those that I promised to reach out to, I will reach out to you immediately after this call. So we'll be able to speak. The only person I'll not reach out to immediately after this call is Mercy. No, I want to reach out to you now. I need to do the calculations of the time to know 10 p.m. your time and when to get on call. Probably might be sleeping that time, but if I'm sleeping, I'll set a reminder so that I'll just jump up and I'll be able to speak with you both briefly. Okay. So thank you all for being here. I totally appreciate the time spent. I'm looking forward to speaking and seeing everybody join the program. Take advantage of this opportunity. Like I said, all the slots, they're all limited. So take advantage of it. Even though we can speak, we can discuss, one very fantastic opportunity you also get with analytics. So let's say, for example, right now on the call, you go ahead to register for business analysis. And after our conversation, the business analyst is not a perfect fit for you. Rather, it's the data analytics. You have the opportunity to switch to data analytics, and that doesn't come at any extra cost. But one thing is something you must have achieved. You must have secured your spot in that discounted. So when I started, data analytics was 11. Now it is 9, meaning while we're on the call, some people took advantage of the program. Might be people on this call might be somebody else, but this opportunity will not be there forever. So take advantage of it while you still have it. Secure spots. I promise to reach out to everybody. And when we speak, whatever it is that you want to talk about, if it doesn't, whatever you pay for, if it doesn't align with what you're looking to do, we can always have you switch and move to whatever thing we agree over our call. Okay. But most importantly, take advantage of this discount, register and secure a spot. Okay. At the absence of any further questions, thank you everyone for being here. I'll be looking forward to seeing each and every one of you.